Hey ladies over 50, it's Gail with Life Begins After 50. And if you haven't noticed lately in my videos, there's something very different about the way I look. Any guesses? I stopped fighting my naturally coarse, wavy, curly, and frizzy hair using the flat iron, and now I style my own locks naturally, all for less than 10 bucks, okay? So before you get too excited, let me tell you that this style that I originally came up with my best friend back in college in the early 80s, we used to call it bizzing our hair, and we would do it before we went out dancing and partying at night on the weekends, just for something fun and different because, hey, we were in college, right? So we love the way this looks. And now that I'm living in the mountains with my husband and my little chocolate lab, I decided after years and years of straightening my hair with the flat iron and taking the ends, and I think my flat iron went up to 450 degrees. I would use it up to like maybe 400, but in any case, it would split the ends, particularly the bottoms, terribly. And it would take many minutes. I believe usually well over a half an hour, because the longer my hair got, the longer I needed to fight that flat iron with my hair. So I'm now living in the mountains with my hubby and my pup, and I am all about simplifying, minimizing, without sacrificing style, right? So I love my gray. It took me 2.5 years to grow it out. I love the length because I believe that age is just a number, and if you want long hair at any age and you like it, have fun with it. So I would like to keep it. So this is what I did. I bought these little teeny weeny rubber bands. Got them from Amazon, but I'm sure you can get them at Walmart and probably a full array of sizes somewhere like Sally's and beauty shops, but definitely I got them on Amazon. I believe it was in the neighborhood of $5 or $6 for about 30 of these bands. I have a lot of hair. It takes less than 10 bands and less than 30 minutes. After I get out of the shower, I wash, I condition my hair. I use the pick to pick it out, and then I let it air dry for a little while. You don't have to. You take these little bands, and starting at the tippity top, you go down. And the way I do it is I go around the crown of my head, then I do all the underneath part. The tighter you do the bands, and the key is to go down to the bottom as close as possible. The key is the tighter you do it, the wavier the hair becomes. So today is a day where I did not as tight, so you can see. It starts pretty much at the crown of my head, and it goes down and all around and underneath. And I have beautiful mountain natural waves for free, almost free anyway. I sleep on them. It's very comfortable to sleep on them. When I wake up in the morning, my hair is dry, and I take out the little bands, and voila, I have a beautiful hairstyle. I like to put it in ponytails and pigtails when I get hot, when I'm hiking, walking the dog, whatever. But the key is to pick and not to brush. So right now I've got, and again, every time it comes out slightly different, but when you pick it, that's how you keep the waves and the curls from coming out. And This is the other little thing that I bought, these tiny little claws, and this is baby or toddler size, little girl size. They come in different colors. I got black and tortoise. And what I often do is I'll take just a little bit of hair and clip it up, because if I don't want the hair getting in my face, or I always like height on my hair, because I don't know, back in the 80s, it was all about height, remember? So I put the little clips in and I have my fabulous curls, and I can't tell you how many comments I get from people that say, oh my gosh, Gail, love your hair. How do you do it? I don't do it with a hot tool that splits my ends. I do it the old-fashioned way with small, oh, I wanted to show you these. These bands are great if you only want a couple of soft, looser waves. I usually use them if I put in like 4. But if I want my whole head done, I go with one of the smallest sizes, and that makes the braids, you know, more plentiful, tighter, and I get more wave. And look at these beautiful waves. If you like waves instead of frizz, you will love this idea. And between the little claws and the bands, it was less than 10 buckaroos. And I plan to do this year round. Like I said, I can pull my hair back, I can pull it up, I could leave it long and beautiful. And you know what? I'm so glad that I'm living the natural lifestyle, because that is what prompted me to not want to spend 45 minutes to an hour straightening my hair every day, because where we live now in the mountains of the Pacific Northwest, our lifestyle is all about casual, but you don't have to be only about casual. You can just not want to hurt your hair anymore, and you can want to live your life more hair naturally, I guess you could say, without damaging your hair. And it's so very affordable and comfortable. So if that sounds good to you, and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and you're an ageless gal that loves quality products, I do not share anything that I wouldn't use or wear. If you like savings and tips and inspiration on fashion, style, and beauty, I would love for you to join me on my journey, so that what we focus on is making the second half of our lives the best half of our lives. So if that sounds good to you, please hit the subscribe and join me on this second half journey. Thank you so much for watching me and my undamaged hair. See you on the next video.